Garrison comes up from center back to clear and had to intercept. And all of a sudden, defense turned to attack. Taylor Gonzalez going forward on the edge of the 18. Has to cut back. Coombs takes a shot anyway after fashioning a little bit of space, and it's saved easily by Medeiros. Shown fantastic crosses as of yet. That one in the direction of Ring. Whitehouse with support. Gonzalez turns inside. Cuts inside the box, has an effort, which is blocked by Matthews, who recovered well. Scardazzi arriving. Barcelado can turn. And she goes down under the challenge of Taylor Garrison, and the referee points to the spot. Scardazzi up to take it. Sophomore from Sao Paulo, Brazil. The only goal in the game against Faulkner was a penalty kick. This is the second penalty Perez Bayon has had to face. Looked to be a soft penalty, but a penalty nonetheless, and Scardazzi will step up to take. And slots it into the left corner. 41st minute, opening goal, Young Harris Mountain Lions. Scardazzi scores after a penalty conceded by Taylor Garrison. A challenge on the advancing Vanessa Barcelado, who was tugged down in the box. Or at least just enough contact made for her to go down, and the ref pointed to the penalty spot, and Scardazzi made no mistakes from 12 yards out. Wide to Zacharias. Has time on the ball. Ellis advances, which means Pedersen is in tons of space. Takes a shot from long range. Was invited. Goal scorers with the ball again. Cuts inside, has an effort. And Perez Bayon was not going to be beat at her near post, to make a good save. Nelson trying to win it out of the air. Eventually wins. Williamson going forward, but the time will run out on the Falcons. They trail 1-0 at the half. Penalty kick converted by Scardazzi, won by Barcelado on a challenge from Taylor Garrison. It was a soft penalty, but the Falcons find themselves down at the break. They created the best of the opportunities, but not enough chances for any significant pressure from Medeiros, who probably still feels comfortable in goal. We'll be back for the second half to see the response from the Falcons. Young Harris 1, Montevallo 0 at the break. Madewell's delivery finds Garrison, who won the ball first. Half clearance completed. Gonzalez is fouled by Roballo for the Mountain Lions as they turn defense into attack with Barcelado. The advancing Roche cuts inside of Daniels. Space for Barcelado, who has a chance. Just a couple feet high. West, who's joined by fellow freshman, Hadley Hughes. They have been yet to be tested. First-year coach Lessa content to give the freshmen the chance to hold down the back line and form a partnership in their first years. And so far, they've done well. Gonzalez has to get more involved. Looks to take it all on herself. And wins a corner kick. Eventually was closed down by Zacharias. She had the beating of Brown. Gonzalez to take the corner. Franklin, Garrison, and Ring all making runs. Deep to Garrison, who flicks it on. Martinez with the first header. Headed back in the box by Visaggio. The appearance was almost completed, but Kukas has a chance. Prods it towards goal, but it was just wide. And now with the size of Ellis in the game, who scored a goal from a corner kick on Saturday. Good delivery in the direction of Franklin. Tackle live. Ellis, who could take a shot from distance, does, but she just slips. And the bounce takes a lot of the heat out of it comfortably for Medeiros. who has a massive goal kick as well. Springs Barcelado forward, who has Pedersen on an overlap. Forced inside by Madewell. Scardazzi. Matthews. Huge stride. Swings it to Roballo. Good passing movement here. Very fluid attack. Haven't seen enough of it going forward for either sides. Matthews holding off Franklin. Matthews. Roche cuts inside. 2 players. Pressure of Ellis forces her to cross it, and Amador cuts it out. Sends it forward to no one. Zacharias up from right back. Martinez with space. Skips inside of Amador. And the cross from Zacharias forces Bayonne off her line. Claims it out of the air. Quick throw for Franklin. Does a nice move to cut it inside, but runs into danger. Scardazzi. Barcelado waiting for runs. Still waiting for runs. Decides to go herself. Takes a deflection off of Madewell. Comfortable deflection for Perez Bayonne. And a high foot by Brinson, who's had a frustrating day up top. Will look to form a chemistry with Bowler. They looked on different pages when they played together in the first half, but they need a goal now. Scardazzi, who's been the player of the game by a long shot, and not just for the penalty kick goal. She's been instrumental in every single attack going forward and is tracked back to help out Matthews, who normally is the playmaker. Baird and Ober will finally check back into the game. Brown comes off, as well as Barcelado. The Falcons make their substitutes. Kukas, Visaggio, Whitehouse back in the game. That ball over the top in the direction of Kukas. Roballo safely watches it out and can throw it in for Roche. Roche for Ober. Lays it off to the advancing Matthews. Fantastic stride. Asking for a handball. I don't think Whitehouse knew much about it. Either way, they retain possession. Matthews for the Mountain Lions. Cutting inside of Garrison. Garrison stood her ground firmly, and the shot was off balance. First take of the day for Sydney Young. Madewell looking for a ball over the top. Has Riker, who wins it. Being watched by Baird. Riker trying to engineer space, has to go back to Madewell. Game is stretched for certain, but can the Falcons create any cutting-edge opportunities? Sanders, who's looked lively since coming on. Kukas, good control from the pass from Williamson. She has pace, cuts it inside. The goalie forced to make a save. Riker at the far post tries to send it forward, but it's picked up at the edge of the box. Great shot. Turned aside by Medeiros. The best opportunity of the game falls to Vic Whitehouse. In an attacking role, Baird. Roballo. Fantastic link-up play by those two, Roballo and Matthews. And she fires high. Sanders, ball over the top in the direction of Ring. Good header by Zacharias, but it falls again for Ring. Tries to cut inside. Madewell with the shot. 87 gone, 3 to go. Kaufman, the senior for the Mountain Lions, looking to keep Christian Lesa's undefeated start to the season alive and give a third win to Young Harris. It would be a third loss for the Falcons, who certainly do not deserve to be on the losing end today, as could be said the case in their other 2 losses at Faulkner and here against UAH, which were also 1-0 games. But might be 2. Roballo cuts inside and adds a second.